Hey YouTube, Shrunken should be here with a review of the Power Rangers Megaforce Battle Gear Fall Assortment featuring the Ultra Dragon Zord, the Leon Laser Blaster, and the Ultimate Blaster. Since really only one of these bears any real significance to the toy line, I decided to just do them all in one review. The Ultra Dragon Zord comes with Promo 106, the Red Ultra Megaforce Ranger. The Leon Laser Blaster comes with Promo 101, Robo Knight. And the Ultimate Blaster comes with Promo 2, Dragon Zord. So we finally get a Dragon Zord card. But yeah, so we'll go ahead and take a look at these in the Robo Morpher.
Just trust me. He scores. He's free. Vulcan Cannon. Activate. Summon Vulcan Cannon. Vulcan Cannon. Night Dynamic card. Activate. Night Dynamic for the future of the Earth. Night Dynamic. Fire.
Alright, so we'll start with the Ultimate Blaster, which is a straight-up repaint of the Power Ranger Blaster from last year's assortment. And it's not too thrilling. In fact, there's absolutely nothing new. It is just a straight-up repaint. So if we turn the gun on, which I generally forget where it is, it's down here. You hear the turn-on noise from Ghost Sager, and yeah. And if you have a Zord off of it, it don't matter, it plays the same sounds. That being said, I really like the way that this looks. The red color is kind of neat. I'm biased toward the color red, so I really dig it. Plus, if you have the original one, you can dual wield, which is always kind of fun. But size-wise, it's not a bad blaster toy. It fits decently in the hand. It's a tiny little thing, but it fits alright. It does come with this Ultra Dragon Zord, which is kind of cool to have. It does have functionality with anything with a Zord port, so it can pop on to Go Say Great, it can pop on to any of the cycles, any of the weapons that have any sort of Zord port on it, pops right in, and it does have these little movable little wing things as well. So it does have a nice little wheel system built into the bottom because, just like the other blaster, if you press it down on a table and press down on the orange fin, it launches. But as you can see, it launched for poop because it doesn't particularly work all that well. I found if you hold this down and press down, it fires a heck of a lot better than doing it the reverse way, which would be this. So one way it just kind of falls off, because basically what it does is, the push is actually from here. So if it's plugged in and you push it down, it creates a lot of force. And then finally when you let that pin go, which pushes right down here to let those go, it just kind of goes and pushes off. A lot better than releasing it here and pushing it off here. It just doesn't give you as much force. So doing it the reverse way actually gives you a lot more of a push. So just keep that in mind when you're doing that. But pretty cool looking little blaster, and the Ultra Dragon Zord is a fun little thing to have as well. Plus it does come with the holster so you can clip it onto your belt, which is always fun. The Ultra Dragon Zord is a miniature version of the deluxe Ultra Dragon Zord, which basically has no functionality to it at all. It has one singular trigger right here. The Robo Morpher or any Morpher cannot combine with it. This is just a solid piece where the battery compartment lies. You do get a nice rendition of the Robo logo right there, though, so that's always nice. Plus, it's a fairly decent dagger size. I can't really complain that. It kind of reminds me a bit of a kunai. So that's kind of neat from that aspect. But as for size and screen accuracy, this one also does not have the dome on it. So again, this isn't screen accurate either. So there is no screen accurate Ultra Sword whatsoever. But yeah, it includes the same Ultra Dragon Zord that has that comes with the Ultimate Blaster. So if you're just looking to get this, you can pick one or the other. That doesn't really matter. So just push this button down to let it go. And like I said, it's the exact same Ultra Dragon Zord. So if you're just looking for the Zord, pick one or the other. Don't buy both unless you really want both. Sound-wise, you do get so nothing really too wild or crazy or anything of the like. But this is a little bit better of a pickup for parents who are kind of worried about the size of the deluxe Ultra Dragon Zord. So if you want to get your kid an Ultra Sword, this is a smaller alternative to that if you're worried about the size and weight of the deluxe toy. So a nice decent alternative for the kiddies. And last but not least, we have the Leon Laser Blaster, which ripped its name straight from Go Sager. In the show, this is the Robo Blaster, which transforms into the Robo Sword. So a little bit of a naming issue there, but very small. In fact, it is smaller than the deluxe, or not the deluxe, the Ultimate Blaster and or Power Ranger Blaster by quite a bit. The handle's so small, in fact, that my hand, despite being small, my pinky has nowhere to go. It's very cramped, and my index finger can actually hardly fit through the hole. And I got pretty tiny hands, so adult collectors are probably not going to like this at all. I really wish the Robo Laser could have gotten, or the Robo Blaster, I don't remember which one it is now, would have gotten a deluxe toy release, because it really would have benefited from it. Just a quick comparison. Here is the Leon Laser from Tensou Sentai Go Sager. So as you can see, this is a very nice size. It's still quite a bit small, especially when you convert it into the sword mode, which I'll show in a second. But it's definitely quite a bit bigger. So like I said, this would have benefited a lot from having a deluxe counterpart. Unfortunately, it does not. Even the ones that in the sword mode for Halloween aren't very big, so there's really no alternative for this. However, there is an on and off switch buried somewhere on here at the bottom. So you get that sound for activation. And one singular firing noise, because if you transform it, flipping that out, you do get a transformation little sound. And then you have a clashing little Rory sound, Rory, instead of the gun firing sound. So that being said, this is an alright dagger. Again, not a good sword by any means, and the handle's still too small to hold. But it's a nice little alternate mode for a weapon like this. And here's the comparison between the Japanese and the English release of that. Again, quite a bit bigger and quite a bit easier to hold. Still not a very good sword, but definitely better than our release over here. So if we convert this back, we can actually convert it into the Night Dynamic mode. If we take our Robo Morpher from last year's assortment and pop that right there, flip it open, the screen's a little loose, so there's no real way to get it into the proper formation, which is right about here since it's supposed to be a viewfinder. And we take our Vulcan Cannon Zord from the Robo Knight Lion Cycle, pop that in, and you have the Night Dynamic version of this weapon. No additional sounds. but you can at least complete the look of it with the American toys as well. So I'm glad that functionality was kept in there, even though you have to buy 3 different toys to pull this off. It's still there nonetheless. And here is a comparison between the English and Japanese of this formation. Lots of missing paint, quite a bit smaller, but due to the size of the Gokai Cellular and how small the Leon Laser was, this doesn't look any better, really. So are these worth it? Yes and no. If you've been collecting the Megaforce line thus far, picking up the Leon Laser Blaster isn't too bad of a choice. It's an alright little blaster. It's kind of small, but it has functionality with the Robo Morpher as well as the Vulcan Cannon Zord, and any Zord for that matter, since it, like I said, it doesn't really matter. You could stick this in here if you want to, so that actually looks kind of neat. But anyway, it has compatibility with the Zords as well. So really, it's not too bad of a pickup. The sounds are decent as well. So if anything, I do recommend picking up this one for sure. As far as these two goes, if you didn't pick up the original blaster, this isn't too bad of a pickup. And the Ultra Dragon Zord isn't awful. I like them because they come with the Ultra Dragon Zord. Honestly, as toys, both fall pretty flat. If you didn't pick up the original blaster, I can recommend the Ultimate Blaster because the Ultra Dragon Zord is really cool. I like the red color scheme and it fits comfortably in the hand. The Ultra Dragon Zord really has no redeeming qualities for collectors. Like I said, it's a nice little secondary pickup for kids if you're worried about the size of the deluxe sword. Plus, you do get the Ultra Dragon Zord here as well. So either of these two pickups are okay. I wouldn't really recommend both of them, but I do recommend picking up one or the other to pick up the Ultra Dragon Zord, just because it's a little bit heftier than the one that comes with the Ultra Red Ranger Dragon Cycle, and it's just kind of cool to have, I think. So definitely, maybe. So thanks for watching, take care, and have a great one. Bye.